Hello everybody. Um, gonna make this video. It's called changes from old self to the new self. And one of the major changes that you will get when you change that you will stop looking for the future. You're gonna start building the future. But that comes with a lot of things of it. There's going to be a point of time of your soul evolution that you're going to stop seeking into the future. The desire of seek what's going on into the future, all of a sudden it's going to be little by little dissolve in you. And the reason is to dissolve. It's simply so when you move from yourself as a soul evolution to from I know I will act. Now you will be I don't know, I act to create. Because simply you waiting first the creation to be made, and based of the creation you to create the actions. On the other part is you don't know, you create the actions to create what you want. The real part of manifestation is you to work according to within the universe. And a lot of the people ask me, well, Dio, how you work with according to the universe? There's the three laws. I've been talking about those three laws so many times. Trust, surrender, and let it go. So, for example, when you do an old system, you let's say go to a place, or you do yourself a card reading, and the best of the card reading you try to create an action that will be according to the reading, okay? And all of a sudden there is blockages, nothing going on. You try to create this action but doesn't happen, simply because the universe says it's not the right road, you're not in the right path. You seek into the future, and when you seek into the future, you already know what's going to happen. And when you know what's going to happen, you change the future. And now a lot of you is going to be like, okay, what we have to do? What you have to do on that cases, it's about you do not know the future, and you allowed the universe to balance within yourself. And then whatever actions will happen, you will do, there will be a self manifesting with you. You want something, all of a sudden you get it. Because the universe says, okay, there is no barriers now, there is a flow, you're getting it. You all of a sudden think about something, and the universe says, okay, no problem, you're getting it. This is how you understand it. When you evolve, you're gonna be start putting this understanding inside of you that you want to create the actions. You're gonna be evolving from I'm a listener and a waiter, the person who waits. Okay, he's always waiting something to happen. That is the person who just sits in one spot, stuck, and I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. You move to the person who roll up the sleeves. Let's get to work. I will work together with the universe. I trust, I surrender, I let it go, but I'm ready to work with the universe. And when I do this, then you will understand how the things magically happens inside. Then you begin to flow within the universe. Then all of a sudden you stop fighting. And then all of a sudden you start understand one thing. Your peace and relax are much more important than your desires of knowing the future. You can look it up, how certain things could be in the future, what that might be for you, but you're not looking for you to really know the future, specifically if that is about another person. All of a sudden, the soul will tell you, this another person, he belongs to the universe. All you do is you creating this balance, because you try to sneak into the future to see what it is so you can create an actions. You don't have to sneak in to the future to see it. You have to ask for guidance. And that's why the old self will always look for someone to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen in the next day, what's going to happen in the next week. Okay? What the new self will want is to get the guidance. Okay, I want to do this. Please, universe, guide me. I want to understand or work on this problem. Guide me. I want to be with this person. If it's meant to be, guide me. Another thing that's going to happen when the old self evolves from the new self, you're going to be erased. What do you mean, Leo, by erased? There's going to be a portions inside of you that you're going to be feel empty. You're going to be probably feel sad a little bit. This is the part when the soul says, you know what, this is a garbage. This is a programming that you don't need. You need to get rid of it. We're going to help out. We're going to remove it. Because the way you want to go, it's a new programming. It's a new way of thinking. Okay? So, specifically when you come to the part of the love, it's the person who loves you. They will tell you how perfect the love is. And what's going to happen, that perfect love explanation is going to attract the right information from the universe, and you become that perfect lover. Simply because the universe will be says, here the love is perfect, and to match this perfect love, this information is needed for that perfect love. But you cannot have this new information of that love if you still have the old inside of you. And that's why the old learning will be taken away. And when that happens, you will be like, well, I used to be like this, I used to be like that, I used to. And for a lot of the people, they have problem because they hold on to that used to. And at the same time, there is this new pattern that wants to come in. And that is that conflict inside of you. Until you have to understand, you have to trust, you have to surrender and let go of the old. Allow the new to come in. Because the new wants to be the best version of you. The universe works with you to be your best version. That's why all this is created. That's why all those miracles happen in your life. Not because of anything else. Simply because you decide you want to evolve. You decide to stop humiliating yourself, your soul. You also stop doing this because of the way the things about relationships are changed inside of you. And this is the huge part of surrender. It's because when you surrender, you're like, okay, universe, you will bring the right situations, the right people, the right actions will be created. So I can be able to do and to experience what I want. But now you're working with universe. You don't work with your ego anymore. And that's why the universe will create this situation, these patterns inside, so you can be able to do this, to get off of the old self. And when you get into the new, you will have much more understandings, completely different understandings than the ones that you had from the old self. The values that you will be looking for, it's the heart, the human communications, the understanding between the people, the love, that it's going to be a little different. And then you will understand what is more important to you. And until that programming gets in place, there's going to be some challenges, because you can't have the old and go into the new. You can't go to the new with the old. It's not going to happen. And again, this is begin with the part you to be your true self. You just have to be your true self. And whatever is going on with this old pattern, in the old, you probably will be, I don't want to tell my wife I'm in love with somebody else. I don't want to tell my kids about, or I don't want to tell this. And then what happens is when you don't say that, you feel this pressure. And the soul says, don't worry about it. Be your truth. And you will feel the difference between the old reaction and the difference between the new reaction. And I'm talking about with personal experience, because a lot of the people ask me the same question. How would I tell? What would I tell? When you become awakened, you shift. And when you shift, things are different. And universe will do whatever it have to. I know I'm repeating myself, telling you the same things. Simply because people comes in and ask me the same things over and over and over. But with this video right now, I want you to understand one thing, Zavet. There's gonna be some portion of you that gonna be disappear of what you know, and you have to be prepare yourself for this. Simply because you will remove all the old knowledge to free yourself up of the old, so you can allow the new to comes in. And there's gonna be this new person comes into your life, who they will know what to do with you, with your new you. They will understand you. And when that person walks in, they will understand the whole process on their own. Why? Simply because the universe is matching you. In the relationships, we want to match ourselves with others. And that is a part of the old self. The new self will depend on the universe to make the perfect match in the relationship. And that, it's gonna beginning your really new understanding and practice. But what I mean in practice is that you have to get the actions. You can't do the action, guess what? You become the false. You know, in the binary code, 0 it's false, 1 it's truth. So now, when you are becoming that on that kind of high level of awakening, the truth will wants to come out on its own. The truth wants to become on its own. And that truth, it's you. It's inside of you. A little by little, those actions gonna be created, so you can be free. And when you are free to do these actions, then you will understand where you've been. You've been creating all those boxes inside of you, and that boxes, that's what the ego holds together and says, like, outside of these boxes, you don't exist. You shatter those boxes from the old self when the new one comes in. The new one comes in, it's like you're part of the universe. You got everything from the universe inside of you. Why you put your limitations? And this is why the old self will be waiting and knowing the future. It's gonna be like, okay, I know what's gonna happen now, because I know what's gonna happen. I will create action. Well, guess what? There is no creation on this. Okay? You can't create something new like that. Compared to the new self is gonna be, okay, I'm here. I will allow the universe to create everything. I'm gonna do the work. And I understand that if something doesn't work, it's not meant to be. So I'm gonna trust, surrender, and let it go. If that doesn't work, to allow what's going to work. I have to be at peace and relax and allow the things to be going on their own. And you will figure out that over the time, the thing's gonna align itself. And when it's aligned itself, you will find that balance that you were seeking inside of you, your inner peace. And if you want your life to get better, trust the inner parts. Trust of what's going on. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope this helped on some of you out. Looking forward for your comments.